afternoon, everyone. So we will start today's topic with chapter 8, education under the British rule. We have already discussed many of the points of this chapter in our previous videos. Now we will go ahead with the topic efforts of Indian nationals. We have already discussed how was the education before British. What kind of system was there before British? As for the society of India, we were having the system of the education in India. Most of the people were related to agriculture, so we were having the Pathshala system in which the students were not having any timetable, no foundation, no limitation. They all were sitting together. There was no class division and all, so they all were sitting together and the gurus were teaching them. That kind of Pathshala we were having. So initially the British did not pay much attention towards the education, but after pressure and all, they started putting the efforts towards towards promoting the Indian education, right? So there were many changes after Wood's dispatch. The Wood's dispatch came into existence. The recommendations were there in the Wood's dispatch that this thing needs to be done. In Wood's dispatch, Woods mentioned some of the points which needs to be done to improve the Indian education system. Right? Now, the work started on the recommendation of Wood's dispatch. So, in that, slowly and gradually, when they started working on the Wood's recommendation, what happened? The structure of the Indian education changed. Earlier, there was free atmosphere for the education, but now there were timetables. The Brahmins, the Pandits, they were appointed as the in charge of 4 to 5 schools. Now they need to take the class, they need to give the feedbacks for the improvement. They need to make the reports, right? What is the improvement? Those reports need to be made and that to be submitted to the British officials, company officials. And these they were doing on the behalf of government. And who was the government? Obviously the company, the British were the government that time. So this was the system which was there. So before British, there was free atmosphere for the education. But when British came into existence, when they started taking steps towards the improvement of the Indian education, what they did, they actually changed the structure of the Indian education. Okay. Now this changed structure of Indian education. In this, the Indian society was actually suffering. Indian society was actually suffering with this change. Why they were suffering with the change? They were suffering because actually they were most of them were dependent on the agriculture. And what was happening in agriculture, whenever the season of sowing, harvesting is there, the children used to work with their families. So they were not attending the school that time. But with the new structure, new change, what happened? The absenteeism was considered indiscipline. If the student is remaining absent, they are considered indisciplined, and because of that, they were suffering. Also, earlier there were no fee for the school, but now they need to give the fee also. So, with Indians, poor were also suffering. Okay, with farmers, with peasants, the poor were also suffering because they were unable to give fee. Earlier, there were no examinations, they were only teaching, but now what happened? The exams were also conducted. Okay, let me tell you, if you have any answer or any question, you can do that in the chat. Okay, whatever questions you have, I am teaching related to that. If you have any questions, you can ask in the chat. Also, you can do that in the chat. Okay. So everyone need to participate in the class. So with the chain structure, the poor and the Indian society, the peasants and farmers they were suffering because they were not able to adjust with that new structure. And also the British they were introducing the European culture with the modern education system. Modern education system. Okay. So with modern education system, the British were actually introducing the European culture. Now, what was happening? They wanted the Indian people with European taste so that they will demand the European things, right? The European clothes, the European things, whatever they have, they will demand for the European things and European manufacturers. Okay. So with this, what will happen? What will happen? Why they thought that Indians should think that they should change into European taste? Anyone is having any answer? Why they wanted to change the Indian people into European taste? What was the reason behind that? No one knows. So actually the reason was when people will start asking for European things, right? They will buy that and the European market will grow. European market will grow, right? So actually, when they were changing the Indian people, they were having many benefits behind that. Okay? So, when people will attracted toward European things, they will ask for the European things and then the European market will grow. They will buy the European products, right? So, the European market will grow with that. Also, yes, I got some answer from Shraddha. Okay, Shraddha has answered. This was because it would develop European interest among Indians and they would start using their things which would improve them financially. Very good, Shraddha. This is the same thing we are discussing that if they will have the interest for the European things, they will buy that and with this the European market will grow and they will be beneficial. That will be beneficial for them in the terms of finance. Economically, they will benefit. Okay. Also, they wanted the people who can work and like them, but on their instructions. Okay, they wanted the people who actually will work as per them, as per them, and on their instructions. So this kind of people they wanted. Also, they wanted the skills which they require should be there in Indian people. So like that, they trained them through the modern education. How they trained them? By the modern education, right? With the modern education system, they trained the Indian people with the European taste, the way they wanted. The skills which they wanted, they put that skill in the Indian people so that we work as per their instruction. Right? So this was done by the British. But whatever British were doing, that was being observed by the Indian nationalists. Okay? That had been observed by the Indian nationalists, Indian intellectuals, Indian nationalists, they were watching them. They were understanding that actually these British people are changing the Indian people into European culture for their benefit. Now they found that the nationalism is missing. The feeling of nationalism is missing. Why was that missing? Do you know why that was missing? Because in modern education system, the British were not teaching them they were teaching them that be honest. Be honest with the government. Right? Be honest so that we can use them. But they were not teaching them that be honest with your country, with your nation. That teaching was not there. So the feeling of nationalism was missing. But there were some educated people, educated Indians and intellectuals who was that, and now they came and took the responsibility to develop the Indian education system with the nationalism feeling. Okay. So in that we have already read that two people, Raja Ram Mohan Roy, and Rabindranath Tagore. These two were the most important and most famous one. Okay, Shraddha has given one more answer. She is saying the modern education system was mainly focusing on the European system of education, but not on the Indian culture, which led to the vanishing of the Indian culture. And this is very good, Shraddha. So, to protect the Indian culture, some Indian intellectuals came into the field and they started working towards the Indian education, improvement of Indian education with the feeling of nationalism to protect the Indian culture. So, Raja Ram Mohan Roy and Rabindranath Tagore, these two are the most famous one in this. Okay, they worked around. Also, there was formation of National Council of Education. There was also formation of National Council of Education so that they can work towards the improvement of education system. We already discussed about Raja Ram Mohan Roy, yes, and Swami Dayanand Saraswati. We have already discussed about these two famous people. In that we read that Raja Ram Mohan Roy was like he was having a huge knowledge. He was linguistic. That means he was having many knowledge of many languages. He was having the knowledge of many languages. He also wrote a book, okay? The Precepts of Jesus was the book written by Raja Ram Mohan Roy. He was having good knowledge of Christianity also. So he was full of knowledge and he was actually in favor of imparting the Western education. Okay, he was thinking that people should learn the Western, they should go through the Western education. Also, they should learn mathematics, philosophy, chemistry, and astronomy, so that our country can grow in these sectors also. So this was as per the Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Also, he established Hindu College at Kolkata and Vedanta College. Okay, Hindu College and Vedanta College was established by Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Okay, you need to always remember this. Hindu College and Vedanta College. Was established by Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Then we also read about Swami Saraswati. Swami Dayanand Saraswati. So, Swami Dayanand Saraswati, he was the founder of Arya Samaj. He was the founder of Arya Samaj. And what was the goal of Arya Samaj? Can anyone tell me? What was the goal of Arya Samaj? Swami Dayanand Saraswati was the founder of Arya Samaj, and why they formed this group? Okay. So Arya Samaj was found to revive the culture of Aryans. Revive the culture of Aryans. Okay. Yes, very good. Shraddha has answered. She has answered to revive the ancient glory of Aryans. If you would have read ancient history in class 6, you would have read about Aryans. Okay? When the civilization in early civilizations, you would have read about Aryans. Okay? To revive their culture, the Arya Samaj was laid, the foundation of Arya Samaj was laid by the Swami Dayanand Saraswati. Now in education system, how he did? So he has opened many of the DAV schools. You would have heard about DAV schools. All over the India, you can find DAV schools. Okay, they are the Anglo-Vedic school. So this school was founded by Dayanand Saraswati, Swami Dayanand Saraswati, for the development of education. And here there was the combination of modern and classical education. Okay. So these were the topics which we have already done. And these are the main topics which you need to keep in mind. And don't write the books when I ask questions. Please remember the whole book. That is not possible, no? So just go through the important points. Now here we will discuss about Mrs. Annie Besant. She has also contributed in Indian education system. This Theosophical Society was influenced by the Hindu philosophy. Okay. Of karma. And this society actually their theme was Hindu philosophy of karma. So I have a question here from Shraddha. Shraddha has asked, what is the meaning of theosophical? My dear, theosophical is the name of that society. Like Arya Samaj, right? Arya Samaj is the name, no, of the organization. The same way Theosophical Society is also named. Okay. So she was elected the president of Theosophical Society. Mrs. Annie Besant was the president of Theosophical Society. It was in 1907, and this was based on the Hindu philosophy of karma. Okay. Now they were working for the universal brotherhood and humanity. Okay, they were working for the universal brotherhood and humanity. So they were as per, like they were based on the karma, theme karma. So whatever good deeds you do, that takes you to the moksha. If you would have read about this in class 6. In class 6 you have various religions and their beliefs. So in that you would have read about the karma. That karma leads to, there was belief that karma leads to moksha. And moksha is the cycle of birth, rebirth, birth, death and rebirth. So a person gets rid of this cycle through moksha. Okay, and to reach moksha, we should go through the path of karma. There are other ways also, but here it was based on karma. Okay, that means good deeds take you to the moksha. So this was belief as per many of the religion. So this Theosophical Society, if you see, she was a foreigner. Mrs. Annie Besant, she was foreigner. If you go through the name also, it seems like a foreign name, but still it was based on the Hindu philosophy of karma. Understood? And they were for universal brotherhood and humanity. This was their theme. Okay. Now, Mrs. Annie Besant, she laid the foundation of Central Hindu College. Okay, she laid the foundation of Central Hindu College, that is in Banaras, which is now Varanasi. Okay, so this was the Hindu college which was led by Mrs. Annie Besant. So what you do, you need to keep in mind which college was established by whom. Okay, so these kind of questions may come, so you need to keep that in mind. Okay, now this college was based on both appointed president, and that was in 1907. Okay. Now this society was based on Hindu philosophy of karma. By name they are foreigner. Any person is also foreigner, but this society was based on the Hindu philosophy of karma. Okay, universal brotherhood and humanity was their theme. She laid the foundation of Central Hindu College in 1898. Okay, in 1898 she laid the foundation of Central Hindu College in Banaras, at Banaras. Okay, which kind of study was there? So the study was on the basis of Hindu religion as well as Western science. Both was there. Okay. This Hindu college, which was founded by A.D. Besant in 1898, that changed later into Banaras Hindu University. Okay. That was in 1916. Okay, so this was the contribution of Mrs. Annie Besant. So you need to keep in mind that Raja Ram Mohan Roy laid the foundation of Hindu college at Calcutta. Raja Ram Mohan Roy laid the foundation of Hindu college at Calcutta. Okay? Raja Ram Mohan Roy laid the foundation of Hindu college at Calcutta. Okay? And also he laid the foundation of Vedanta college. Hindu college, Vedanta college is related to Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Okay? Now DAV schools. DAV schools are related to Swami Dayanand Saraswati. Okay? Now Central Hindu College, which was turned into Banaras Hindu University at Banaras, led by Mrs. Annie Besant. So you need to keep these in mind. These are very important. When you will go for competitive exams also, this kind of questions are asked. Okay, so keep these things in your mind. Next we will discuss about Pandit Ishwar Chand Vidya Sagar. He actually promoted girls' education. He is related with the girls' education. He promoted girls' education. So this question always comes. You keep in mind. Who promoted girls' education? So Pandit Ishwar Chand Vidya Sagar. Okay. Now he was associated with 35 girls' school. 35 girls' school. Okay. And which was in Bangkok. Now that is in. So these were in Bangkok. Okay. Also he was principal of Sanskrit College. He was the principal of Sanskrit College. Okay, and also he introduced new techniques of teaching Sanskrit. Okay, so if you see who is related with the girls' education, so Pandit Ishwar Chand Vidya Sagar, he was related with the girls' education. He promoted the girls' education and he opened 35 schools for girls, which was in Bengal, and he was the principal of Sanskrit College, and he introduced new methods to teach Sanskrit. Okay, so till now we read about Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Swami Dayanand Saraswati, Mrs. Annie Besant, and then Pandit Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. These four people we have read about. Now, anyone can ask question. If you have any question related to these four, or any question related to the previous topic which we discussed. So, if you have any question, be quick and please ask the question. Or if you understood all the points till now, that also you can mention in the chat. So I found Shraddha, she was active in the class and she cooperated a lot. I need other students also to cooperate. Okay, Riya Raj has asked a question. What does karma means? See, karma actually means karma. You would have read karma. The work you do, that is karma. Okay, it is a Hindi word. It is not an English word. It is actually the काम जो आप करते हैं, that is the karma. Okay. So Riya, are you clear? Karma is not an English word. It is a Hindi word, and it is actually the work we do. That is karma. The good thing which we do, the bad thing which we do, whatever activity we do, that is our karma. Any other question, anyone? So I hope you all understood all the topics till now. If you have any question related to the topics, whatever we discussed till now, you can ask in your next class also. So we already had the quick review and revision of the chapter of the previous topics, and also we discussed two new topics today. And if you found any question, you can ask. Linguistic means होता है if you are doing more than one thing, that is linguistic. Okay, linguistic, the word I use for Raja Ram Mohan Roy, that means he was actually was knowing more than one language. Linguistic means more than one way to do the things. Okay. Any other question, anyone? So I think we are all done for today. Thank you all. We'll meet in next class. Okay, I got a question from Yuva. What is Upanishad? So Upanishad is actually the religious text of Hindus. You would have read in class 6. Like you have Mahabharata, like you have Ramayana, the holy books, the text, religious books. The same way we have Vedas and Upanishads, which are the Hindu religion. Those are the books which is related to Hindu religion. Okay.